each time your debit card is used before the sales clerk can provide you with a receipt. Prevent fraud, control spending with Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com. Good morning. It is nearly 3 minutes after 7 a.m. You are listening to Mix 1041, Talk 1013 The Buzz, and we are on MixTV.tv. Good morning to all of you. And I tell you what, Bridget, right here at the top, what a Friday night as our high school football playoffs, both big wins for Walker Valley and Bradley.
Yeah, happy for both teams. Great job on Friday night.
They both advanced. This is the first time in our community's history that we've had two high schools at the same time go to the state quarterfinals. And so we have Bradley. They're going to host Knoxville-Bearden Friday night in the state quarters. And then Walker Valley travels to Knoxville-Clinton. There's been a lot of conversation about this. There was a lot of confusion about this. It's a TSSAA rule where they just rotate who hosts that part of the playoffs, the quarters, between the regions. I think it's insane, but anyway, it is what it is. So Walker Valley will travel to Knoxville-Clinton, and then much more on that as we go along this week. But at any rate, let's get to the news now. The wildfire on Lookout Mountain in Walker County, Georgia, still being investigated as arson. WTVC television reports the fire has now been burning for 3 weeks. Georgia Forestry says it's now 99% contained as of Sunday. They say the fire is still listed as 706 acres, and they will continue to patrol as leaf fall could lead to areas reburning. Then Cherokee County, North Carolina officials are hoping for significant rainfall. That fire at the Collett Ridge near the Nantahala Forest continues to burn. It's only 18% contained. And there is, of course, more on the wildfire watch, and we'll continue that right here. In Polk County on Saturday at their Veterans Day rally, they came out to watch the Copper Hill Veterans Day rally, this on Saturday, but the location was Copper Hill Industries, a source of controversy for many in that community. For several months, citizens have complained of covered trucks delivering treated human waste to the former mine site. The conflict started when Copper Hill started using Class B biosolids to encourage vegetation growth. Protesters used signs in front of Copper Hill Industries as they hosted the Veterans Day rally on Saturday. Copper Hill Industries told WTVC television they no longer accept Class B biosolids at that location and that the land at the mine site was previously dead with no vegetation. They say the project has rejuvenated the area. Polk County leaders previously passed a resolution to keep biosolids from being used in that area. The state said that resolution is non-binding. And the Chattanooga Times Free Press reports this morning that Ooltewah and Soddy Daisy High Schools will soon get artificial turf football fields. On Thursday, the Hamilton County Board of Education entered into an agreement with the Hamilton County Schools Funds for Excellence to manage a $2 million donation from U.S. Express to install the fields. The board voted unanimously, 9-0, and the board thanked U.S. Express. Robert Sharp, as the school district's chief operations officer, said the goal is to finish the fields by early next school year. Funds for Excellence hopes to install an artificial turf field at every every Hamilton County high school over the next several years. Again, Ooltewah and Soddy Daisy will now get artificial turf fields, which that's become more the norm than the exception around this area, including right here, obviously, in Cleveland and Bradley County. It is 7:07. That's your local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Visit loganthompsonlaw.com. And for more news, visit mymix1041.com.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway. And anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-A-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time for the Hardee's Wake Up. Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. We're on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And Bridget, right here before the Hardee's Wake Up, we want to remind everybody that we are in the final week of our Black Friday shopping blowout. We've had hundreds and hundreds of people already register. This is a huge prize package. And by the way, this is the final full week before really next week's Thanksgiving holiday.
That's right. Yeah, our annual Black Friday shopping blowout is presented by Cleveland Insurance. You and 3 friends could be chauffeured around on Black Friday in a brand new Jeep Wagoneer from our friends at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in Cleveland. You'll also receive free breakfast from Hardee's, free lunch from Chick-fil-A, and $1,000 shopping cash from Cleveland Insurance. So the only way to register is on the Mix 1041 app. Go ahead and get registered now if you have our app. And if you don't, you can download it easily at mymix1041.com.
Our app is free thanks to CHI Memorial, so do that. We are going to announce a brand new contest, which will run this week a little bit later this morning. It's our annual Thanksgiving giveaway with Mark Shepard Shelter Insurance, who's giving away a turkey because he is a turkey. Thank you. Hardee's, well, here we go. Bacon lovers rejoice. At Hardee's, they've got the new candied bacon biscuit. As a fried egg or candied bacon Frisco burger, both will tempt your taste buds any time of day, made in-house with applewood smoked bacon coated with caramelized brown sugar. You know what? I'm a little bit caramelized myself. And brown sugar and a hint of pepper. I don't know what that means. And a hint of pepper. You can visit Hardee's to enjoy this salty, sweet goodness today.
Hardee's newest.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Next Mornings is sponsored by Stoney's Appliance Repair.
Stoney's Appliance Repair, people you can trust and depend on. 423-402-6610. When you call for service, Stoney will call you back and show up.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's right. Call Stoney's Appliance Repair, 423-402-6610.
I don't think the peeps are used to calling a repair person and somebody actually calling you back and showing up.
Right.
What's that number one more time for him?
It is 402-6610.
Oh, yes. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
The Mermaid Mattress Holiday Sale is going on now. Buy select iCool and L&K mattress sets by Mermaid and receive a free adjustable base upgrade only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we do have some patchy, dense fog in the area, so be aware of that. We'll have cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 71 and a low of 40 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies during the day, a high of 68 and a low of 42 tomorrow evening. Cloudy on Wednesday with a high of 59. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier-Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
All right, get your birthdays or wedding anniversaries unto us on the Simmons Bank celebration list, 423-614-6499. Taylor in Buenos Aires, Friday night.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock.
Evans today.
Hey.
Good morning, Chuck. Happy birthday.
Hi, Charles.
All right. Bertie Fisher is celebrating a birthday today. Brenda Morrow also having a birthday. This is Austin's grandmother. So I hope she has a wonderful birthday today. Anna Roberts is having a birthday today. Callie Grace Wilson is 9 years old. That is from Mom, Dad, and Cullen. Emma Ray Susong is 10 years old today, a fourth grader at Black Fox. That is with lots of love from her Grammy. Lisa Bledsoe is having a birthday today. They tell us she's been an LPN for 18 years. She loves her kids and grandkids. Terry James is having a birthday today. It says to the best dad and granddad. Christy Crisp is celebrating today from her husband, Lynn. Andrew Nipper is having a birthday today, an amazing husband and father. Kyle Elrod is also celebrating a birthday today. Preston Whitaker is 18. That is from his mom. And then Lauren Pierce is 31 today. And then this one just in here. Let's see. Jason Banther is 10 years old today, a fourth grader at Blythe Bower Elementary. That is from his mom and family. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Ken Du, 423-381-3427.
All right, at Land Rover Chattanooga, you can experience the joy of owning a brand new Land Rover today. Visit Land Rover Chattanooga. Explore their new and certified pre-owned inventory of Land Rover Defenders, Range Rovers, and more. Boy, how about putting a bow on a Land Rover this Christmas? Come on now. Well, you don't put a bow on a Land Rover. Let me tell you, Land Rover, big deal there. That's of course, at Land Rover Chattanooga.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
All right, a local and state news update. Ooltewah and Soddy Daisy High Schools will soon get artificial turf football fields after action by the Hamilton County Board of Education last week. Spectators came to Polk County Saturday to watch the Copper Hill Veterans Day rally, but some came to protest. More on that and an update on the wildfires, some burning out of control still in our area. Those stories and more in full detail at the top of the hour.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford GMC Truck in Cleveland, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. If you need extra cash for the holidays, call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware. Call them at 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
It's game on on at Cleveland Ford, and our team is ready to serve you.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
For just $9.99 at Mermaid Mattress. Get a platform bed, mattress, pillows, protector, and sheets all included. Don't miss out.
Well, she was a volleyball player at Cleveland High and Carson Newman. That's why I say spike the ball.
Right, yes.
Thank you, everyone.
For today, we do have some patchy, dense fog in our area, so be aware of that. We'll have cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 71 and a low of 40 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 68 and a low of 42. Cloudy on Wednesday as well, with a high of 59. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
My favorite state.
Good morning. I showed you this map at the top of the 5 a.m. I'm going to show it again. We'll just kind of keep on checking in throughout the morning time of some spots where we do have some patchy dense fog this morning. So just be advised of that for your morning time commute heading into work, kind of taking the kids back to school on this Monday morning after the weekend. Now, temperature wise as well, it's cool outside right now. We're seeing low to mid 40s across the area. That 45 here in the Scenic City, 44 in Altamont, 47 for Dalton, and 45 in Murphy. No wind at this time. So anytime you have no wind, or at least some light wind, that's when you could get a little bit of that fog that's developing, and we're certainly seeing that this morning. Now, outside of that, though, it's really going to be a beautiful day with very little concerns as far as the weather goes. You're going to have this nice mix of sun and clouds, and temps warming up really great as we head through the morning time. So 47 at 8 a.m., 63 by the time that we get to noon, and then 71 at 3 o'clock. Highs for a lot of locations today, upper 60s to low 70s, so it's going to feel very nice outside. Now, because of the ongoing drought conditions, once again, we do have to be concerned about that elevated fire risk today. So as we've been saying for weeks now, just no burning is always going to be that safest option. Now, when can we get maybe some relief with some rain heading our way? In a couple more days. So today it's certainly dry. We just have some partly cloudy skies kind of passing overhead. This cold front is not really going to impact our area. What I want to draw your eye to is down to the southwest, and you can see this little brown bar right there. That's indicating this trough that's along the Gulf of Mexico up into Texas, and that's really working to produce all of this rain that you're seeing from Houston, kind of even pushing into Louisiana. Now, this system is going to stay closer to the coastline. That means bringing heavier rain for southern portions of Alabama into Georgia, but we're going to kind of get clipped with it in the middle of the week. So let me show you that with Futurecast. Today is just that nice mix of sun and clouds, that wind coming down from the north. It's going to be really nice outside for your Monday. Absolutely enjoy it. Calm this evening as well with those mild temperatures falling through the 60s. Tonight, clouds are going to gradually increase, and that increase will continue on Tuesday. So that's going to lift up from the south with that system, but Tuesday for us locally is still dry. So even though we'll have more clouds, it's still going to be a nice day. It'll be early on Wednesday morning that we start to have some of that rain entering into our area. Northeast Alabama, northwest Georgia getting some of that rain. In fact, when we talk about Wednesday, the rain is going to be most likely for areas that are to the south of Chattanooga, really only about a stray shower chance lifting up into Tennessee or into North Carolina. So here's Wednesday afternoon. Let's progress through the rest of the afternoon into the evening time hours. A couple of stray showers here and there, but again, the bulk of that rain is going to stay to the south of our area. As we look ahead to Thursday, a couple of residual isolated showers will be possible. Then there's going to be a little bit of a lull period, and then Friday of this week we will have a return chance for some additional scattered showers. Now, this is not going to be heavy rainfall, but again, anything we can get will certainly be helpful. Today, though, no rain in the forecast. 72 for your high in Chattanooga, again across a lot of the area, upper 60s to low 70s, partly cloudy. Just a beautiful way to kick off this new work and school week. 46 for tonight, increasing clouds. It'll be cool, pretty similar to what we have outside right now. And then tomorrow, 69, mostly cloudy, but still dry. Those rain chances come into play Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But it all kind of wraps up early on Saturday morning, leading us to a mostly sunny and beautiful weekend ahead. 64 for your high on Saturday and 65 on Sunday. Again, we really could use this rain. Unfortunately, we don't have significant rain in the forecast, but hopefully we can at least get a few raindrops to everybody's yard.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Hey, Fruit Loops, can you hear me?
Yes, boss.
Hey, did you decorate? You said you decorated your house for Christmas this weekend, is that right?
Yes, we did.
How'd that go?
It went fantastic. I've got tons of lots out in front of the house.
Of course you do, Clark. Although I would put you more as a Cousin Eddie type. So, hey, Bridget, what are you doing? What are you socializing with Sharon? She won't talk to you. So I'm going to let you into the life a little bit here. So yesterday, the Christmas decorating started at the Heartlines.
My house too.
I talked about old Dewayne. He was doing it. I talked to him Saturday. He was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you. Come on in. I want to tell you what, and I want to tell this audience what happened to me yesterday, and it was completely not debilitating. What would the word be? Just my pride gone. Well, first of all, let me ask you this. Bridget, what is your job when you guys decorate your house for Christmas at the Forrester household?
My job.
You guys still married, by the way?
Yes,
Thank
of
God.
course.
Okay. The Mount Olive prayers are working. All right.
I usually have to put the ornaments on solo. No one helps me with that.
So you're doing the tree.
Yeah, well, our tree is not up yet, but that is Brandon's job. Yeah.
Okay, Austin, what is your job at the, what is it, Chadwick, what's your name?
Yes.
I call you Fruit Loop so much you can't remember.
Yes.
Okay, what do you do?
Pretty much it all. So I'll bring everything in from the garage, set up the tree, decorate it, put lights on outside, pull all the decorations out, hang them on the wall, and then Devin goes back and changes everything and makes it look nice.
Yeah. All right, do you want to know what my job was? Now, this was only phase one yesterday. This is phase one. So yesterday afternoon, Mrs. Hartline starts getting stuff out. And so she says, well, here are the wreaths, and Steve, here's what I want you to do. Okay? I want you see that trash bag over there? As I throw the trash in the floor, you put the trash in the bag.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is, don't be jealous. That's my job for Christmas decorating. So I mean, you know.
Waste Connections is hiring. Now that you have the experience, I'm sure they would be happy to have you.
My pride, and I don't have any pride, and you know that by now. I could not care less. Because we couldn't see the Falcons game. By the way, I hate the Falcons. So I'm sitting there with my phone in a chair, and I'm just, I don't have any of these fancy Sunday tickets or whatever things. I don't know what YouTube means. Well, I know I love YouTube, but I don't know that Sunday ticket. Who cares? So I'm sitting there refreshing the score, and I knew the Falcons would lose, and they did. So, and here's some more trash, Steve. Put it in the bag.
She doesn't want you touching her nice things.
Get the trash in the bag. And then now when the tree gets up, and that'll be later this week, when the tree gets up, what she does is she screams at us, and I'm to us being Reagan, Holden, and me, get some ornaments on the back of the tree. The back of the tree is bare. And that's exactly how she sounds. Now you think I'm kidding. So my job, boys and girls, let me review. My job yesterday, put the trash in the bag.
That's all you're good for. Picking up the trash.
Look,
that's about it.
I thought she was going to say that she asked you to climb on the house and put the lights on everything. Climb on the roof. No suspension cables.
She needs me here.
Okay.
They do need me for one thing, and you're experiencing now. And I know it's not very good, but this is it. This is all I got. I ain't multi-talented. I know you're surprised. I ain't multi-talented. All right, I got to go here. It's the CH. We got Fleischmann calling in 10 minutes. They texted me last night, so.
Nice for you,
live from Washington. What? I didn't have a choice, did I? He just barged in. He said, nice of you to let me join. I didn't ask you. He just barged in. Hey, Steve, put the trash over there.
I was wondering, is the Town Squire a complete men's store? Yes! Larry and his staff have been outfitting their customers since 1977 from head to toe, carrying suits, sport coats, dress and casual slacks, shirts, belts, ties, and shoes. Your complete men's store for over 46 years. Fall wardrobe sale now in progress. Come in and check them out. Walk out in comfort and style. You'll never know how good you can look until you get dressed at the Town Squire, locally owned and operated, the shop that appreciates the customer. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Steve, take the trash out!
That's your little Norman Rockwell Christmas.
Hey, Steve, pick the trash out! Stop bending the shed!
That's a Tom Hanks joke. Anyway. All right, here we go. All right. Friday night. Oh, my goodness. Now, I thought it was interesting. Bradley, Bridget, and Walker Valley, and I'll bring Fruit Loops into this conversation also. Bradley and Walker Valley both scored 37 points. Is there some meaning in that?
How about that?
Is there something there? Is there something we're not? I mean, how did that happen?
Our lucky number this week, maybe.
37. I don't understand it. All right, so Bradley and Walker Valley win. Now, I have this on good authority. I talked with Gary on bright and early Saturday morning, as a matter of fact. Talked to some other football historians locally. Listen to this. This is the first time in the history of this community that we have had two high schools in the quarterfinals of the state football playoffs in the same year. Now, you recall, you go back to the early days, even when Cleveland High started in 67, there was not a state football so-called tournament. They did bowl games back then. Some of you are, yeah, Steve, I remember.
Take out the trash!
That's what I heard yesterday in our holiday happening. Anyway, okay. Bradley and Walker Valley are in the state quarterfinals. So 6A Friday night, it will be Bradley hosting Knoxville Bearden. It'll be the second time this season, Bridget, your alma mater, the Bears.
That's right.
They're going to host a state quarterfinal Friday night, 7 o'clock at Bears Stadium. Walker Valley, and there was a lot of conversation about this Friday night following the Walker Valley win over Lennar City. In 5A, Walker Valley has to travel, follow me here, to a 4-6 Knoxville Clinton. The TSSAA, we've got a great relationship with them, and I tell you, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Because here's what they do, and here's what I found out. Shelton mentioned this to me yesterday, Gary, ONB, several people. They just rotate the regions every year. So it doesn't matter. I told Bridge this morning. So what? Who cares, I guess, about your regular season play? Who cares about your record? We're just going to rotate. Stupid. And they should get that change. It's stupid. Now, boys and girls, don't say that.
Take out the trash!
Don't say that word, but anyway. No, it's ridiculous. That's what we'll go with that. It's ridiculous. So Walker Valley's got to go to Knoxville Friday night. You're punishing a better team in your idiotic rotation. It's ridiculous.
Yep, it is. I agree.
I don't get that. You agree with me?
Well, for once, yes.
Unbelievable. So Walker Valley goes to Clinton Friday night in the quarterfinals. Giles County, boy, Meigs County is unbelievable, guys. They are undefeated. They're a great team. We knew that. So they'll host Giles, Division II AA. Let me tell you about another great team, Boyd Buchanan. Okay. Boyd Buchanan, they are hosting Davidson Academy, Division II AA. Boyd is perfect. Gary Rankin, winningest coach in state history. Coaches Boyd Buchanan. MBA at McCallie, and AAA at Division II, Knox Catholic at Baylor. Now, here's what we're doing Friday morning. I don't believe we've ever done this, especially since the advent of MixedTV.tv. We're going to be in two places at one time. Bridget, we're going to have a crew at Bradley and a crew at Walker Valley for Football Friday morning, a special playoff edition this Friday morning. So we're working on that. We've already been in touch with the officials, everybody. So that's Friday morning. Going to be exciting.
That's right. Yeah, that's going to be a big morning. We look forward to being at both schools.
All right, it's all driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. NFL, Titans are terrible. Lost in Tampa, 20-6. Falcons are even worse. Don't get me started. Cardinals beat the Falcons 25-23. Kyler Murray is back for the Cardinals. And then Sunday Night Football, Raiders over the Jets 16-12. I don't know if 3 people watch that game. Monday Night Football tonight, though, pretty good when Broncos are getting better. Broncos at the Bills on ABC and on Talk 101.3 The Buzz tonight, 8:15, presented by M&M Construction locally. Texas A&M, they fired their coach, Jimbo Fisher, on Sunday. And don't feel bad for Fisher. He's getting a $76 million record buyout.
Is that all?
He'll be fine. That's fine. Georgia, number 1 in the AP Top 25 poll this week. It's a 22nd consecutive week. That's the second longest streak in the 87-year history of the Associated Press poll. Top 5 unchanged. We got Georgia, Michigan. Of course, Michigan beat Penn State without Harbaugh. That's a whole fun. Did you see that post-game interview with the coach, the interim coach?
No, I didn't.
Don't have any children around when you're watching it. Fox is going to be fined millions of dollars. But well, I love how he thanked Jesus, and he said something else. Anyway, what sounded like you and your family? Michigan 2, Ohio State 3, Florida State 4, Florida State had trouble with Miami. Washington 5. All right. Bridget, I want to hear about your our volunteers. What about it at Missouri?
I don't want to talk about it. we gave up, I guess, on the whole season.
Did they go?
I don't know.
Down to number 21 in the AP poll, Lady Vols in Memphis tonight, 6 o'clock, right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app presented by TVFCU. Bobby Ludwig's your Edward Jones financial advisor. Bobby, has your Christmas decorating started?
Steve, it hasn't, and thankfully it hasn't. We're typically a Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, that weekend, put Christmas up. Steve,
I fully support
that. We don't usually start before that.
No, I fully support that. I was saying earlier that Mrs. Hartline started getting wreaths out and stuff like that yesterday afternoon, and my job, which was extremely big time, you think of me, you think of Martha Stewart.
You were supervising?
No, she said, hey, Steve, so what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to unwrap these. You see that trash bag over there? You're going to throw the trash away. That was my contribution to the Christmas decorating.
Well, that's probably about right. She's probably better off for it.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, I didn't say I disagreed. All right, well, what's up this morning, Bobby Ludwig?
Well, let's just say that the childhood memories are the day after Thanksgiving. We would go up in the attic and bring all the Christmas decorations down, and get the nativity out, get the Christmas tree out. So that was our Christmas Thanksgiving Day tradition leading into Christmas. So I think that carries over now into adulthood. That's why we wait till Thanksgiving. And fortunately, my wife Deidre, she didn't decorate until after Thanksgiving either. So I thought
you were going to say your family all went to the attic and stayed there until Christmas. But I just didn't know where we were going with that. All right, what do you got? Come on, I got Fleischmann calling in. God knows he's going to talk for an hour. Go ahead.
Mark, are you ready? Markets rallied on Friday. The Dow up 391 points to close at 34,283. The S&P up 67 to close at 4,415. And the Nasdaq up 276 points to close at 13,798. So markets had a good Friday. Back to you guys in the studio.
It is Bobby Ludwig, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And Bobby, how can people reach out to you?
Give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Lauder gas station.
All right, thank you, Bobby. We'll talk to him again later. All right, 17 before the hour. What's Andy Morris telling us?
He is telling us that we can thank Maryville and Alcoa for the reason of the TSSAA rotating region locations.
Yeah. Andy's the voice of Walker Valley. It is ridiculous. I got to tell you. It's just ridiculous. All right, 16 before the hour. Back. Speaking of ridiculous, here's Commissioner Rogers. Back in a moment.
When most people think of when I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
This Mix TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
Anna Roberts is celebrating today. Callie Grace Wilson is 9 years old. That is from Mom, Dad, and Cullen. Emma Ray Susong is 10 years old today, a fourth grader at Black Fox. That is from her Grammy. Lisa Bledsoe is celebrating a birthday today. Terry James also celebrating along with Christy Crisp. That is from her husband, Lynn. Andrew Nipper is having a birthday today along with Kyle Elrod. Preston Whitaker is 18 today from his mom. Lauren Pierce is 31 today. And Jason Banther is 10 years old today, a fourth grader at Blythe Bower. That is from his mom and his family. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app.
This Mix TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
All right, good morning, everyone. We're joined now live from Washington with Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Good morning, Congressman.
Steve, good morning, sir. It's a bright but cool day in Washington, D.C. When I landed last night late from Chattanooga and had dinner in Bradley County, it was amazing. So I went from mild to very, very cold.
Well, certainly so, and there's so many pressing issues. I want to begin with those. And what Congress is facing this week, a government shutdown. Once again, the clock is ticking. What's the buzzer here? What's the end time on this again?
Midnight on Friday, the 17th. If you recall, Steve, when the fiscal year began, October the 1st, there was a short-term continuing resolution, relatively clean, until the 17th of November, and then we went through the very sad and arduous vacating of the chair and all of those other proceedings. So now we have a speaker, but the time is running out for the House and for the Senate. The House has a plan. I spoke with the speaker this weekend. He has a plan. The Senate will be putting forth a plan. I spoke with our dear friend Bill Haggerty this weekend. He's incredible. They're going to have a plan. We'll see what happens, but we need to keep the government open. I said this before the last shutdown. I've said this before every potential or actual shutdown. I've served through 3 shutdowns. They're never good. I even have some people from my own party, shut it down, Chuck, shut it down. It costs more money. It costs hundreds of millions of dollars to fix this. And it's a mess. And right now, our troops are in harm's way. The world is dangerous. We need to figure out a way to keep the government open.
We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington. So how do you do that, in your opinion? And, how do you keep the government open at this point?
Okay. I think here's my solution. Now, my solution might not be what gets put forth. Keep it as simple and as clean as possible at this time, because remember, midnight on Friday, the government shuts down. means the troops don't get paid. That means federal workers go home, ultimately will get paid, but you lose all those millions of dollars of man hours. Keep it as clean as possible. Keep it as short as possible. The Senate wants to go into December with a short-term CR. The House wants to go to January 19th. I'm amenable to either date at that point in time. And bear this in mind, the next fiscal year for 24 ends September 30th. So I would like that to be as short as possible, but I am up here working every day to pass appropriation bills. We have 12 of them, as does the Senate. My bill passed, the energy and water bill passed with flying colors. But last week we candidly in the House failed on the transportation, housing, and urban development bill, and the and one other bill that we couldn't. Oh, financial services appropriations. So we've got to get time to pass these appropriation bills. So keep it as clean as possible, as tight as possible. I would like to personally see Israel aid on the bill. That is not in the House version. I was disappointed with that. The leadership took the position that we did pass an Israel aid package, which the Senate refused to take up. But my point is we've got to get more aid to Israel and quicker.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann joins us. So let's talk about Israel. And obviously, as a congressman, you know things the general public does not. But what can you share with us at this juncture of the war with the war in Israel?
Okay, certainly, great question, Steve. First and foremost, in October, Hamas, which is funded by Iran, came out of the Gaza Strip, literally slaughtering thousands of innocent Jews, taking hostages. They've even taken some non-Jews hostage back in Gaza. Israel's response has been very strong. They are winning in Gaza. They are rooting out Hamas. Unfortunately, in the northern part of the country, Hezbollah, which is also another radical terrorist group funded by Iran, that is based primarily in Lebanon and actually in the government in Lebanon. When I went to Lebanon, we saw Hezbollah at the airport. They are actually starting to fight as well. We hope that does not continue. The West Bank, which is in the other part of the country, we've seen some unrest there. So the war is going well for Israel, but we need to support Israel and get the truth out, not only to the American people, but to the world. Rockets are still being fired into Israel. Fortunately, I fought for Iron Dome funding. It's out there. You can see that this was well over 2 years ago on the House floor when the Squad and the Democrats wanted to keep Israel from getting Iron Dome funding. I fought for it. We won. I made the Jerusalem Post that day, but as my wife told me the other day, because of what I did for the people of Israel, thousands of Jews have survived these horrific rocket attacks. Bottom line, Israel's winning. We need to support Israel. You saw the Palestinians protested me at my office. I wasn't there. I was in D.C. working and voting for our people. But I'm going to stand strong with Israel. I think it's biblical. I think they're right. And we have to combat anti-Semitism that's going on right now around the world and sadly in our country.
What do you think? We're talking about Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington. What do you think of Senator Marsha Blackburn joining with some colleagues, even across the aisle of the Democratic Party, to either defund or take funding away from universities, colleges and universities, which she says are supporting anti-Semitism?
Well, I agree with her. I am the strongest proponent, supporter of the First Amendment. It's the keystone to our Bill of Rights, as I think our Second Amendment is, to keep our ability to own and bear arms. I love our Bill of Rights. But hate speech is not free speech. And I am shocked, I am saddened, and I am hurt by the rhetoric on the college campuses and the hatred shown not only towards Israel, but toward the Jewish people. This is sad. It's scaring so many of my Jewish friends. I've had, Steve, many Jewish people call me rich, poor, middle class, and say, Congressman, please, please fight this rhetoric of hate. So I think Marcia is right. We should never have hate speech towards anybody in this country. And it saddens me that in these bastions of academic learning, our high institutions, that we hear this and see this anti-Semitism. It must be stopped.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, we've just had a wonderful Veterans Day weekend, and obviously you and I have spoken before about the second national cemetery, which you helped broker the deal for the over 200 acres, I believe, in Meigs County. Is that right?
That is correct, and that credit really goes to Secretary McDonough, President Biden's Veterans Secretary, who's a wonderful, wonderful man. He's an honest man. He has served this country well. And Steve, as you know, I'm as Republican as Eisenhower's cat, but I always keep an open door with cabinet officials. I did it with Obama, I did it with Trump, and I do it with Biden administration officials. And I invited Secretary McDonough down to my office when this fell through over a year ago. And I said, Mr. Secretary, I need your help. I will work with you. And it took about a year. He got to the bottom of it. But Secretary McDonough worked with me to get a beautiful, it's going to be probably, Steve, the most beautiful national cemetery in the country, in the great state of Tennessee. Steve, we could have lost that to Georgia or to Alabama, or it not happen at all. Thank God we got it done, and we got it done because we sat together in a room, we respected each other, we worked together, and now veterans will have a beautiful resting place, whether they're in Bradley County, Meigs County, Hamilton County, when the National Cemetery fills up, literally for probably centuries to come.
And any thoughts, and final question, Congressman, your thoughts on Veterans Day overall, which of course we just had this past weekend?
Well, God bless every man and woman who has put the uniform on. Steve, right now there have been over 40 attacks on American personnel in Syria and Iraq, where we have bases, where we have people in the Middle East by radical Islamist terrorist groups. It's not good, but we saw over the weekend 5 service people were killed in a training exercise. It is dangerous. When someone puts that uniform on, they basically write a blank check to protect our freedoms. They do it every day. I think Tennessee recognizes veterans and respects veterans better than any other state, and we always need to do that. I spoke in Collegedale. It was a wonderful event. I spoke down at the Armory, down by the existing National Cemetery. But just a strong and profound thank you to every man and woman who is serving now and who has served our great nation.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, it's going to be a very busy week in Washington, and I hope we can talk with you again soon.
Please feel free to call in, Steve, and I'm just going to ask everybody to continue to pray hard for our country. Going to Bradley County yesterday before I flew in really, really picked up my spirits. Your county there, Steve, is just beautiful. It gets better and better every day, not every year, but every day. And I can say that because I've represented either all or part of Bradley County now for over 13 years. It is incredible, sir. So I thank you.
All right, Congressman, have a great day. Thank you very much.
God bless.
And you as well. It is 8 a.m. Good morning, everyone. Coming up, we're going to go to the news, plus a big contest announcement, all coming up on Mix 104.1.
It's brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned...
Hey, listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
interest rates, and trade assistance cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. We do have some fog in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Marr's Wrigley.
Marr's Wrigley in Cleveland is hiring. You can help them make two of the world's most iconic brands, M&M's and Twix. Open positions include production assistant starting at $16.19 per hour, team member positions starting at $19.27 per hour. These positions offer a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Benefits begin day one. You can apply at careers.mars.com and search Cleveland. Your tomorrow starts today at Marr's Wrigley.
Go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 803.
Get ready for Black Friday at Mermaid Mattress. Select purchases can earn you a Visa gift card of up to $1,000 to assist with your holiday shopping checklist.
All right, for today, we do have some patchy fog in the area, so be aware of that. Cloudy skies today. We could see some sun later in the afternoon, a high of 70 and a low of 40 tonight. For tomorrow, mainly cloudy, a high of 68 and a low of 42. Cloudy on Wednesday as well with a high of 59. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
Weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Surprise announcement from Republican presidential contender, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. He's dropping out of the GOP presidential race. Breaking the news on Sunday Night in America with Trey Gowdy says the message he hears from voters is not now, Tim. As for endorsements,
I'm going to recommend that the voters study each candidate and their candidacies and frankly, their past and make the best decision for the future of the country. The best way for me to be helpful is to not weigh in on who they should endorse.
Scott also says he's not interested in the job of VP. And there's plenty to do as senator with a government shutdown deadline a week away. U.S. military warplanes strike back in response to expanding attacks on U.S. bases in the Middle East, struck two facilities in eastern Syria used by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, killing 6 to 7 Iran proxy fighters. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Mix 1041, we're on Talk 1013 The Buzz. We're on MixTV.tv. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Visit LoganThompsonLaw.com. Wildfires continue in our area. WTVC television reports a wildfire on Lookout Mountain in Walker County, Georgia, is still being investigated as arson. That fire's been burning for 3 weeks. Georgia Forestry said the fire is now 99% contained as of Sunday. They say the fire is listed at 706 acres and will continue to patrol as the leaf fall could lead to areas reburning. Also, Cherokee County, North Carolina officials hoping for significant rainfall. The fire in the as the Collette Ridge fire in the Nantahala Forest continues to burn. As the acreage remains the same, while the acreage remains the same, the U.S. Forest Service says the fire is just 18% contained. Also, in Copper Hill on Saturday, many spectators came to Copper Hill for their Veterans Day rally, but some came to protest. WTVC television reports the location of the rally was Copper Hill Industries, as we've been reporting. It's a source of controversy for some who live nearby. For several months, citizens have complained of covered trucks delivering treated human waste to the former mine site. The conflict started when Copper Hill started using Class B biosolids to encourage vegetation growth. Protesters used signs in front of Copper Hill Industries as they hosted the Veterans Day rally. And the Hamilton County Board of Education voted late last week that Ooltewah and Soddy Daisy High Schools will soon get artificial turf football fields. On Thursday, the Hamilton County Board of Education entered into an agreement with Hamilton County Schools Funds for Excellence to manage a $2 million donation from U.S. Express to install the fields. And U.S. Express has said they want to put in artificial turf in all or at all Hamilton County high schools. And now, speaking of biosolids,
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Wasn't nice. Time now for our obituary program. It is brought to you by Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. And boy, I tell you, she was a legendary teacher at Cleveland High School. Mary Elizabeth Hogan Bunch. Mrs. Bunch, age 95, of Cleveland, died at home, surrounded by her family and friends. She died on November 8th. She spent 30 years in the business department at Cleveland High School. I had Mrs. Bunch. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. And the family will receive friends Wednesday, 5 until 7 at the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland for Mary Elizabeth Hogan Bunch, Mrs. Bunch, age 95, who passed away on November the 8th, also a devoted member of the Central Church of Christ. And another lady who a lot of us knew, Anna Mae Peters Green, age 93, passed away also November the 8th. She was a longtime waitress at the Cope's Cafeteria, also at Earl's Restaurant, and the old Earl's, and at the Holiday Inn on the Hill for many, many years. So many people will remember Mrs. Green, age 93, and there will not be a service, although memorials asked to be made to the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Ocoee region. Wonderful woman, two wonderful women. And this also arrangements by the Pool Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services. All right. Good morning to all of you. And, it must be, look at this. It must be Thanksgiving time in the city because here we have Tommy Turkey himself, Mark Shepard.
Thank you.
And Bridget calls her Corella DeVille. I don't agree with that, ladies and gentlemen. Patricia Sluter and Marty Sluter, our friends from the Honey Baked Ham Company. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are all of you?
We're good.
Doing all right?
Great. Yes.
Mark Shepard, this was your idea. How long ago? 4 or 5 years, something like that?
Yeah, I think so. 4 or 5 years. That's pretty good.
You and I really keep up.
Something like that. Bridget probably knows.
Yeah. Come on. People don't believe that. Hey, Mark, tell us about this contest.
Yeah, so this is our 4th or 5th year doing this, and we're going to give away Thanksgiving dinner. And so we always partner with Honey Baked Ham because if you are looking for a place to, get all your Thanksgiving dinner supplies, that's the place to go because it's already done for you. And so that's what we want to do for somebody, take the stress out of Thanksgiving, because we all know cooking the food, that's the most stressful thing. And so at my home, one of the ways that we de-stress is we let them cook the ham, we let them cook the turkey, and we buy a pie from them. And so we just want to do the same thing for one of your listeners.
So Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. By the way, the registration is up and going right now. I understand it's on our social mediums. And we'll also we'll start taking calls and text. It's also on our website. You can call or text if you want to enter this. Again, Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, and Honey Baked Ham, our annual contest. It goes through this Friday. You can call or text now, 423-614-6499. Trish Sluter, this is a great idea. And I know you told me last week you're already just crazy with orders already.
Yeah, we are. Every year I think I say this, that it's like people start calling earlier, but honestly, this year, the 1st of October, they started calling for Thanksgiving, and reservations are already coming in for Christmas. We haven't said that there's a shortage or anything like that. We've got plenty. On October 26th, we received a little more than 17,000 pounds of ham, and that'll get us through Thanksgiving, and then we'll get a couple more orders for Christmas. So, we're really probably considered a medium-sized store, but Cleveland has been wonderful to us, very supportive.
Marty Sluter, it's a wonderful time. I know you love people, and boy, you see them and get to visit with them this time of year.
Yes, Steve, it's like she's just talking to our customers, Cleveland, Bradley County, all the surrounding counties are just they've been wonderful. Our companies, offices downtown, catering, they've just they've been wonderful to us. And of course, Mark Shepard's with his insurance, Shelter Insurance.
Well, I don't know how much we count on that, but
he's in all the time eating with us. So,
he's so good. He'll say stuff nice about me, Trish. I don't know.
I told you. I told you. Yeah, she, especially behind your back. To me, it's terrible.
There you go.
Joined by Mark Shepard, Marty and Trish Sluter. It's our annual Thanksgiving dinner giveaway with Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, and Honey Baked Ham. Trish, anything else you want to add here? Or, yeah.
Well, so, we opened on December 19th, 2012. Is that okay if I say this?
Absolutely. Yeah. Whatever you want.
Okay. So we opened, how much time do I have?
You have as much time. Much time as I understand we have, who's here? Sharon, Marr, and Dewayne Belew.
Yes.
They're going to sing a duet for us for Thanksgiving. They do it every year.
I'll make this brief.
No, you do whatever you want. So anyway, we got plenty of time. Go ahead.
So on December 19th, 2012, we opened the Cleveland store, and we've been franchise owners for 11 years. But we decided earlier this year that we were ready to sell because we want to do something else. Haven't figured that out yet, exactly what that's going to be. 5 wonderful gentlemen approached us. I think it was, our first conversation was August 19th, and we closed on November 1st.
Wow.
Marty and Craig and I are still going to stay in the store until December 27th because there's no way we would abandon them or our customers at the beginning of a peak holiday. So we are staying on until December 27th. That will give us an opportunity to say goodbye to our customers and transition, coach, and train them to be successful. And I want the community to continue to support them.
And I believe later on you'll bring them in. We'd love to meet them and love to introduce them.
Yeah,
Marty Sluter, I know it's bittersweet, buddy.
Yeah, it's tough, Steve. Like you said, the customers, I've got to know some of our customers and my catering customers that when I cater out to the plants, the offices, I go in, they give me a hug and, say, this guy just does a wonderful job. That's going to be tough, but a lot of them I said, we'll keep in touch, We will keep in touch with you, and we're still in Cleveland, so we'll call some of them. It's going to be tough for that, Steve. But once again, thanks for everyone in our community.
Trish, I know that you've said publicly you have not decided what you're going to do. However, I know you've told me privately you are also opening a shelter insurance office to compete with.
She's going to be a Bell's bondsman. Hey, we're just hoping the new owners will keep the kitchen cleaner.
Yeah. I know it's hard to improve on 100.
I know, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Really?
Mark.
Like 13 in a row?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Ever since we've been there.
Mark, talk about the Sluters here. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
They just, it's actually a hard time to hear them say that. We're all very, very happy for them, but it has been kind of an institution for so many of us being able to go in there and not only get a meal, a nourishment, you know, but they're there. They're always talking to you. You can't help but leave. You're fed, just not physically, but you're also fed emotionally because you're there with friends. And if it, you know, whether it's Craig or Chrissy, all those guys down there, they treat you like they're family. And that's going to be hard the first time we go in there and get a sandwich or a salad and they're not there. That's going to be tough.
By the way, Mark, which line do you stand in for the emotional feeding? I didn't know we did that down there.
They're so
Boy,
good.
He's at the back door.
Are you just? Oh, the back door.
They're just
getting
so,
in? Are you awake
always
right now?
encouraging. You can't help but leave
for
there with a
God's
smile
sake,
on your
just stop
face.
talking. Now
It's
you're
the
making me
opposite
mad.
of coming into here.
All right. Okay, so Mark, I want to go back
He's
over
trying
to
to figure out how to get us out of here.
Oh, this emotional feeding. Good God, man. You'll be hearing about that later on the phone. Come on. No, wait. Congratulations. Bridget, we love the Sluters, don't we? I tell you.
Absolutely, yes. They are the best. They are.
I mean, we go from that's a contrast here, one side to the other. No. Marty and Trish, congratulations. Like you said, Trish, you'll be there, 27th the next month?
Until December 27th, yes.
So, what do you encourage people to do? I mean, here we go, man. We're in a stretch drive here. What do people need to do as far as securing what they want from Honey Baked Ham?
They can call the store at 423-476-0056, or they can go online and do buy online, pick up in store. That makes it really easy to shop from home. You make your selection, go ahead and prepay. Makes it really quick when you come into the store.
If people order that way, can they still get the emotional feeding? I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Well, they can.
They can still get the emotional feeding.
We'll be
There
up
you
there.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be up.
Very good, Mark. I mean, you're
You're going to need it after that Tennessee-Georgia game next week.
Well, now, yeah. No,
You did not just say that.
Oh my goodness!
I was waiting on that. I can't believe we've not talked about it.
Fine, go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
I'm
What do
looking
you
at
wanna talk
Bridget.
I mean, we go to Missouri, and the team obviously didn't show up. I mean, they forgot to go, and so I don't know who that was on the field. Anyway. All right, man. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. Mark, repeat this contest, how people get involved here.
Yeah, so if you want to take the stress out of Thanksgiving, this is the time to enter in a contest where we're going to give you Thanksgiving dinner. So we're going to give you a turkey or a ham, and we're going to give you 2 sides, a dessert of your choice, and there's just no better way to do it.
All right, so, Bridget, I believe we've got all the mechanisms of entry out there. Is that right for people?
That's right, yeah. So you can call or text 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number as well. So again, 614-6499. Call or text us to get entered.
All right. No kid. Marty and Trish, congratulations. A tremendous run at Honey Baked Ham. You really did the public a great service by bringing it to Cleveland, because we were all, having to go to Chattanooga all those years, and then you did it here, but you did it. And it's not just the holidays either. I mean, it's a daily basis, and they made the announcement here this morning that they have sold the business. And like I said, they are opening a shelter insurance office to finally give us some quality. And Mark, I'll give you the final word here.
Yeah, so the final word.
Thank you.
Word.
All right, you're done. Mark Shepard, who will also now take up the mantle of the emotional feeding that he's getting fed emotionally by Honey Baked Ham. This is new information. We're still trying to process it. All right. I don't know what to say.
What is it?
You have caught me off guard.
You don't have to say anything.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay,
I was
fine.
paying a compliment to my friends.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
So everyone, this year only, you'll stand in line for the emotional feeding. It is 20 minutes after 8. This half hour brought to you. Oh, Mark, I got some for you here.
What?
This half hour brought to you by Refined Looks Plastic Surgery
I'll take it.
And the Hayes Hand
Maybe they'll do a
Center,
2-for-1.
They
we can
wrote
both
this.
go in there.
Well, hang on. They wrote this first line of the spot for you.
Whether
Fix
you're
your
looking for a
hairline.
What?
They can fix your hairline.
Fix my hair?
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face or a more dramatic transformation.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Two emotional feedings and the half. Okay, and 2 salads. Yeah, that's right. God bless you guys. Thank you. Okay. Keep moving. What? What's the matter?
Oh, goodness.
When Mark Shepard starts talking about being fed emotionally, Jesus is coming. The apocalypse is upon us. He's such a fraud. It's unbelievable.
That was very nice.
Feed me emotionally.
A nice interview.
Shut up. And boy, I hope no boys and girls are listening to me. I'm embarrassed. All right. Well, no, I'm not. Here we go. Hey, Kristen Pickett Davis, let's go.
Black Friday has arrived at Mermaid Mattress.
Come on.
Grab a cozy twin mattress for only $99. Count on us to help you get a better night's sleep this holiday season.
All right, for today, we'll have cloudy skies early in the day. We could see some sun later in the afternoon, a high of 69 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly cloudy, a high of 67 and a low of 41. Cloudy on Wednesday as well with a high of 58. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 42 degrees.
All right, at 8:24.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
X1041 coming up. Sharon Marr with Main Street Cleveland on a Monday morning. Sports around the corner.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
TV. Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to our friend Chuck Evans today. Also, Birdie Fisher is celebrating today. Brenda Morrow having a birthday as well. That is Austin's grandmother. Anna Roberts is having a birthday today. Callie Grace Wilson, 9 years old. That is from Mom, Dad, and Cullen. Emma Ray Susong is 10 years old today, a 4th grader at Black Fox. That is with lots of love from Grammy. Lisa Bledsoe is having a birthday today. They say she loves her kids and grandkids. She's been an LPN for 18 years. Terry James is celebrating today. The birthday wish says to the best dad and granddad. Christy Crisp is having a birthday today from her husband, Lynn. Andrew Nipper also having a birthday today. His family says he's an amazing husband and father. Kyle Elrod celebrating today. Preston Whitaker is 18 from his mom. Lauren Pierce is 31 today. And the Jason Banther is 10 years old, a 4th grader at Blythe Bower. That is from his mom and his family. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Du, 423-381-3427.
All right, news coming up in full detail at the top of the hour.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods is hiring. Call them at 423-559-0909 or visit newlywedsfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs.
All right, it's 8:30, Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. Sharon Marr is Executive Director of Main Street Cleveland. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Bridget.
All right, so here we go. There is so much happening with Main Street Cleveland. I know, let's begin chronologically, I guess. This week, the tree lighting, is that right?
It is on Friday night. A couple of years ago, we decided to, after many years of having the tree lighting the night before the parade, which is always the first Saturday of December, we decided that that tree needs to be on sooner for all the community to enjoy it. So we backed it up to the week before Thanksgiving, and we are lighting that tree on Friday night. Christmas on the Square from 5 to 8 p.m. A whole host of activities going on that we're really excited about.
So that is this Friday night. And give us a little sampling of some of the things that are going to be happening down there Friday.
All right. So starting at 5 o'clock on the Courthouse Plaza from 5 to 7 p.m., we're partnered with Visit Cleveland TN, Chamber of Commerce Tourism, the Allied, well, it used to be Allied Arts Council. Now it's Arts and Business and Education, as well as the Artists Here Partnership. And during the 5 to 7 o'clock time frame, we have Christmas activities on the square, which will be visits with Santa, activities for children, coloring, ornament making, demonstrations on decorating with bows and ribbons, and just easy hacks for your house as you start the decorating process. There'll be a real fire pit, s'mores making right there on the Courthouse Plaza.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we got some fun things. We'll have some kettle corn, some funnel cakes, great foods around there. The shops are open till 8 o'clock that evening, so great way to kick off some Christmas shopping. We've got wonderful, unique shops, so definitely shop local. Come visit these people and these great places downtown. So then at 7 o'clock, we will move over to the big Christmas tree at the Post Office Annex. So right there at the corner of 1st and Broad Street, we have that wonderful and 50-foot now tall live tree. We were so fortunate to have this tree. And just to go back in history for a moment, in 1963, that tree was planted by then Postmaster Robert Easterly under the Lady Bird Johnson beautification program, and he built it with the plan in mind that that would be our community Christmas tree. So it's,
you think back, 60 years ago, and what had just happened really with the assassination of President Kennedy, the time that we were in. I actually watched quite a documentary over the weekend about the 60th anniversary of the killing of John F. Kennedy. But you think about that and you go back to that. That's 60 years ago this year. What an incredible time that was to plant that tree.
absolutely. Just the forethought and just the vision to do that. And that tree is still standing there and growing. Each year we've had to go back and order more lines of light just to get longer lengths to get it back to the ground. There's about 5,000 lights on that tree, and it just looks beautiful. So we're so appreciative for that vision, that foresight. So that happens at 7 o'clock, and we'll have County Mayor Davis, Vice Mayor Johnson out there. Beautiful songs by the First Baptist Church Choir. Bridget may be there singing. Yes. And then after that, we are going to have carols in the city. For the past couple of years, we didn't have carols in the city. COVID if we changed everything at COVID, but it just didn't feel right. So that's such a heartwarming experience. It's reverse caroling where the audience will walk from church to church. They'll start there with the performance by First Baptist, then they'll walk to Broad Street, St. Luke's, First Presbyterian, over to Pangle Hall for the ladies of Lee, and then back to the Courthouse Plaza for Shenandoah Baptist Church. So it's just a wonderful event-filled evening, and we think the town will really enjoy it.
We're going to have live coverage, by the way, on MixTV.tv this Friday night. Small Business Saturday. Oh, my goodness, that's a week from Saturday.
I tell you, it's amazing that time is rocking on so fast. It absolutely is, and we have so many wonderful stores, as I mentioned. 28 stores participating in a Small Business Saturday promotion where you can register at each of those stores to win prizes. Those drawings will be held December 9th, so a $50 prize at each of these stores. So you've got 28 chances to win. We've got great restaurants. We've got 13 restaurants downtown, great places to gather as you're hanging out with family and friends over the holiday season. Great, great gifts, gift certificates from those restaurants. So shop local, shop small, support our local folks.
And then, of course, everyone's looking forward to it. The Cleveland Christmas Parade is, of course, that first Saturday in December. What is that, the 3rd?
It's December 2nd.
December 2nd. And we'll also have live coverage of that. But, Sharon, that's really one of the biggest events of the entire year.
It really is. We have, and this is not, I can't really prove it, but I talk to a lot of Main Street folks across the state. There's 45 other Main Streets across the state, and we meet quarterly. And we talk about all of our events and the things that we do. And we talk about parades, and I believe, based on those conversations, we have not only the longest as far as miles, because it's about 3 miles, but also the most entries of any parade in the state.
Wow. So it's going to be another big parade. Starts at, what, 6?
It steps off from Bradley High School at 6 o'clock, and it travels through 3rd Street up to Ocoee Street, around the Monument, down Broad, back to Inman, Key Street to Bradley.
All right. How can people get all the details about all this?
MainStreetCleveland.com.
Well, I know it's a busy time for you, and I know we'll have you back in to talk about all of these celebrations, and we really appreciate what you do.
Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate what you guys do. I just want to say thank you to our sponsors for these Christmas events. First Horizon Bank, American Portables, Don Ledford Automotive Center, Chancey Canavas Attorneys, Lindeval, and Glow-Geegan. So thank you so much to these folks. And one other thing we've got, too, the lights are coming on this week. We've got 100 trees wrapped on Ocoee, Broad, and 1st Street. Snowflakes on 30 light poles, plus all the lights at 1st Street Square with the tree there and the big tree we talked about. So downtown is going to be amazing once again for Christmas season.
Thank you to Sharon Marr and Main Street Cleveland. All right, we'll come right back with more in a moment.
Looking for the dealer who's going to give you more.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why Rhino, come to Best Buy Metals.
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
This Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. September is PAD Awareness Month. Understanding peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, is vital for your well-being. PAD is a condition where arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood to your legs become narrowed or blocked due to a buildup of plaque. Certain risk factors increase your chances of developing PAD, including smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a family history of vascular disease. Early stages of PAD might not exhibit noticeable symptoms, but as it progresses, you might experience leg pain, cramping, weakness, or numbness. If left untreated, PAD can lead to serious complications like non-healing sores, infections, and even amputation. However, the good news is that a timely intervention can significantly improve outcomes. No referral is needed, appointments within 3 days, accepting new patients. 5 convenient locations. Find out more at vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com. You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Mattress at a better price? Come to Mermaid Mattress today and take advantage of all our Black Friday mattress sale specials.
Skies this morning, and then a high of 70. We could see some sun this afternoon, a low of 40 tonight. And then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 68 and a low of 42. Cloudy again on Wednesday with a high of 59. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 44 degrees.
This Mix 1041 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
All right, once again, good morning out there. Time for a check of sports from the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. This sports update is also sponsored in part by Solutions Finance.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile purpose. Solutions Finance. Keith Street, phone 339-6772.
Yeah, once again, here we are inside the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. As we're going to tell you now, we are all set for the quarterfinals of the TSSAA high school football. Of course, our coverage this past Friday is also supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, as now we know what's going to happen this Friday night. There was a little controversy about some teams, who's going to be home, who's going to be away, but we've got it all nailed down, and we're going to tell you that this morning. In 6A, it's going to be Bearden at Bradley Central. Of course, Bearden is at Bradley because Bradley is the number 1 seed, and Bearden is in their region, so that's why Bearden is at Bradley. Now, Walker Valley, they got to win, and of course, they're still moving on in the quarterfinals in 5A, but they will travel. They will be at Clinton. It has to do with the odd-even years and everything else of the TSSAA mandates. But even though Walker Valley is a higher seed, they will travel because of it being an odd year, and it is time for that region to host. So there you go. Even though Clinton is it's like at 4-6, and Walker Valley, of course, much better record than that. We'll go to 3A. It's going to be Giles County at Meigs County. That should be a good one as well. Division 2A, it's going to be Davidson Academy at Boyd Buchanan. And then also Division 2 3A, MBA at McCauley. Also, Knox Catholic will be at Baylor. Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv Football Friday morning show driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We will travel to both of our local high schools, Bradley and Walker Valley, on Friday, have a split broadcast, talk to principals, talk to coaches, talk to players as we get set for the quarterfinal round Friday night. And, of course, you'll hear those games on Mix 1041. As far as highlights, we'll get you some highlights on that. And then the full game will be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz for Bearden at Bradley. And then on Sports 99.1 Walker Valley Clinton game, if you want to listen to those there in their entirety. Also keep in mind, anywhere around the world on the free Mix 1041 app. A great time to have the app this time of year. All right, let's go on to Sunday football. It's the NFL's the Buccaneers all over the Titans yesterday. Buccaneers win 20-6. Titans got a lot of things to figure out. We'll see if they can maybe get the train back on the track next week. But again, the Bucs handed to them yesterday 20-6. It was the Cardinals, 2 better than the Falcons, 25-23. That sounds like an odd score for a game. But the Cardinals do get the win, 25-23. Sunday Night Football, it was the Raiders over the Jets, 16-12. And then we got Monday Night Football tonight, the Broncos at the Bills. That's going to be on ABC, and we'll also carry it live on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and that's presented by M&M Construction. That is pretty good stuff right there. Texas A&M fired football coach Jimbo Fisher Sunday. Fisher will receive a record buyout of $76 million. Could you imagine getting fired and getting $76 million to take the rest of the year off? That's what Jimbo Fisher definitely is going to be doing there. Hey, Georgia is number 1 for the 22nd week in the Associated Press Top 25 college football poll, the second longest streak in the 87-year history of the poll. The top 5 are unchanged. We got number 2, Michigan, number 3, Ohio State, 4, Florida State, 5, Washington. Tennessee fell to 21 after their loss, don't want to talk about that, to Missouri on Saturday. Let's talk about what's going on today in sports. The Lady Vols will take on Memphis. That will be tonight right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app, presented by Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. We already told you tonight on Monday Night Football, we'll have that on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, as it's the Broncos at the Bills. That is our CHI Memorial Sports Desk update. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. This sports update also sponsored in part by Solutions Finance. We're going to take just a quick break and get a direct primary care associate's health moment. And we're going to come back. Dewayne Belew is in the studio. We'll find out what's going on with him in just a second. Stay with us.
Good morning. This is Brian Fretwell, physician assistant with Direct Primary Care Associates, with your Mix 104 Health Minute, sponsored by Direct Primary Care Associates. Stress management is important for maintaining good health. Chronic stress can lead to a variety of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and mental health problems. It can also affect your sleep, your appetite, and your overall well-being. To manage stress, it's important to identify the sources of stress in your life and find ways to reduce or cope with them. This can include things like exercise, relaxation techniques, mindfulness, and time management. It's also important to find balance in life and make time for leisure and activities that you enjoy. Remember, stress is a normal part of life, but it's important to manage it in order to maintain good health. If you would like to know more about this subject, Direct Primary Care Associates, or to find a primary care provider, please visit us at directpca.com or give us a call, 423-650-4831.
All right, welcome back in here to Mix 104.1, Mix Morning, served by Desiki's, also live on MixTV.tv, and for a little while longer on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. As I alluded to right before the Direct Primary Care Associates Health Moment, Dewayne Belew is in the studio with us. Always glad to have Dewayne in here with us, here today on part of Wesley Methodist Church. Is that right, Dewayne?
Hey, good morning, Dewayne. Yes, I am. I'm here for Wesley Memorial Church right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. We're having our first ever community Christmas market and breakfast with one of my dear friends, Santa.
That has to be Santa.
Santa, you're exactly right.
Because you're elf today.
Well, I am. I've been accused of that before, but today I'm proud to represent Buddy the Elf,
Buddy the
a
Elf,
dear friend of Santa, and a guy after my own heart when it comes to food.
That's it. So everything you got to have. You got your pancakes there. You got your syrup there. You got your what's that? Your whipped cream.
Yeah, because everybody knows if you watch the movie Elf, Buddy, 4 big food groups.
That's it. Tell me.
Candy.
Got it.
Candy canes.
Got it.
Candy corn. I have to admit, I was hungry this morning for breakfast. I ate all the candy corn, so I don't have any. So I substituted some sour worms instead. And then my all-time favorite, of course, is syrup. And we're going to have all these foods and much more at the Wesley Memorial Christmas Bazaar and Market and Breakfast with Santa on December the 2nd.
All right, so you kind of went over what's going to be going on there. This is going to be on December the 2nd. We encourage people to come out. What kind of things are you thinking you're going to have there that day?
We opened up at 8 o'clock that morning on December the 2nd, and thanks to so many wonderful people in the community, we've had about 40 different vendors respond to our request to participate. So we're going to have what we call our Founders Hall at Wesley Memorial Church. It's our gymnasium.
Gotcha.
We'll have that full of vendors selling everything from home baked goods to Christmas decorations to home decor and everything you can imagine at a Christmas vendor display. That'll be that morning, the opening doors for that at 8 o'clock. And people can buy in advance tickets for the Breakfast with Santa. We actually have 2 sessions. One session is from 8 a.m. until 9:30, and then we clear the room, and then at 10 o'clock, we have another session, a breakfast session with Santa. So that one goes from 10 until 11:30. So folks can come by and have some pancakes with all kinds of delicious toppings.
There we go.
Look at this. Now that's what you want to come by and see. Homemade, hometown M&Ms. We're going to have a bunch of those. Get your tickets in advance. Call 472-9578, 472-9578, and I've got 4 tickets for Breakfast with Santa. I'm going to leave with you, and you can figure out a way you want to give those away to some folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do want to say this. Harry, Tammy, and Braden Breen. They're the chair people. Harry and Tammy are the parents. Braden is the daughter.
Okay.
They have worked so hard. They've prayed about this. They've worked on it. They work day and night. God bless their souls for how much they've worked on it. Lots of other volunteers involved, but I want to give them credit for being the leaders of this. Harry, Tammy, and Braden Breen. Just great, kind-hearted people for the Breakfast with Santa and the Christmas market at Wesley Memorial Church on December the 2nd.
All right, Dewayne Belew here, our buddy the elf, as he's presented to us today, talking about what's going on at Wesley Memorial with this big bazaar that's going on, Breakfast with Santa. Are you really going to do this? Oh, my Lord. You're watching on MixTV.tv. Buddy the elf.
Come see Breakfast with Santa!
He had just partaked in some syrup right out of the what's that, Miss Buttersworth?
She can make some syrup.
She can make some
Mrs.
syrup.
Butterworth, and it's my brand.
It's your brand.
Elf.
It's Buddy the Elf's brand.
So I get some payment from that.
There you go. Dewayne, you never cease
It'll all go to the church.
It all goes to the church to help out with what they've got going on there. Give me the details one more time, Dewayne, and the website.
Yeah, Wesley Memorial Church right here in Cleveland, Tennessee on Peerless Road. Just down the road from the M&M place. You saw me put some of those on.
Saw you do
here.
that, yep.
Saturday, December the 2nd. We open at 8 a.m. with the vendor market. 8 a.m. till 9:30 is the first Breakfast with Santa session. And Santa, oh, he's so excited. I talked to him last night by phone. He's geared up and ready. He's going to be there for all the kids, all the pictures. So we have the 8 o'clock till 9:30, first Breakfast with Santa. And the second Breakfast with Santa is 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. So we hope folks will call the phone number over at the church. Come by, stop by, buy something, support the church, support our missions, and enjoy a day with Santa Claus.
I think you got to do a little whipped cream before we go. There he is. Buddy the Elf or Dewayne Belew, whichever you want to know him by. I know him by Buddy the Elf this morning, that's for sure.
Dewayne, thank you so much.
Yes.
Tell Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving to everybody at Mix 104.
You got it, buddy. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to take just a quick break right here, and we'll come back as Dewayne has a sugar high now. We'll come back with more in just a moment. Mix 104.1.
At CHI Memorial.
You're watching Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv, served by Tzatziki's. We'll be right back.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel.
We're doing some renovations on Fike. We're painting the whole inside. New furnishing's going in, give it a fresh new look. We're going to provide just as much professional services there as any other funeral home in the area. Cater to everybody's need, whether it's burial or cremation, whatever it may be, we're going to provide the community that. And I just want to continue that heritage that the Fike family started and build off of that. And I wanted to keep that name part of ours, even though we did change it to Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel. We wanted to make sure we honored the Fike name. We treat your family like they're our family.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton.
Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Update. Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in Cleveland. You'll find them located on North Lee Highway, right beside Bradley Square Mall, or anytime at donledford.com, where they say yes. Kind of wrapping up the school traffic thing for the morning, so that's a good part of the morning to be out there running around if you've got to be out, but still a little foggy out there. So please make sure you're traveling safe this morning. And if you notice any traffic concerns throughout the day, give us a call on the Volunteer Ritapest Mix line. Our number, 614-6499. You can also text us on the Darren Miller eXp Realty text line. That number is the same, 614-6499. We're going to stay put right here for our final Mix Mornings interview that we've got in our studio. We're going to be talking right now with Justin Spears. He is here representing Cleveland Disc Golf Club, and there's a special event that's coming up, a Family Fun Day and Disc Golf Tournament that's going to be helping the Montessori School of Cleveland, and we're going to talk about the details right now. Justin, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Well, first of all, you were in our Eller and Owens green room waiting out there to come in.
I was.
And I think you probably saw what Dewayne Belew was doing
I sure did. I underdressed for the occasion, apparently.
and then he stood there and drunk syrup, and
he sure did.
He was pretty funny. But anyway, I said that was going to be a tough act to follow. But Justin, you're up to the task because you got props as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, let's kind of start there, and then we'll lead into the conversation. Cleveland Disc Golf Club is something that's really taken over by storm over the past several months. Let's kind of back in. Tell me a little bit about that and show me what you brought.
Yeah, so Cleveland Disc Golf, we started up last year with a conversation with the city of Cleveland about bringing this sport to Cleveland. There were hundreds of disc golfers that lived here in town that all had to drive at least 30 minutes, Chattanooga, Dalton, Athens, anytime they wanted to play. So we started brainstorming with the city and have worked tirelessly over the last year to build Cleveland's first disc golf course, which is located at Fletcher Park. We've got these beautiful now Fletcher Park Disc Golf Course. This is the logo done by Ryan Fariselli for us. And the course has 18 holes. It's a champion level course. We've already had some major tournaments out there. There are 2 tee pads and 2 baskets at each hole so that beginners can go out and play and more expert players can go out and play, and then those like me that are somewhere in the middle can mix and match.
Mix and match, yeah.
So you got 4 opportunities, but it's free to play. Anybody in Cleveland or from the surrounding area, and we have had visitors from at least 18 states.
Wow.
Have come to Cleveland. The word is out that Cleveland has one of the best new disc golf courses in the country.
So you basically you go around, kind of explain the game for people that may be intrigued but doesn't fully understand.
Right, and this event is about those people who don't know this yet. So what we're going to talk about is a great opportunity to learn about it. But disc golf is very much like golf. You have the same terminology. There is a course, usually 9 or 18 holes. You have a tee pad and you have a basket, which would be the hole in golf. The terminology is the same. You've got birdies, you've got pars. Each hole has a par, and you are trying to get the disc from the starting tee pad into the basket in as few strokes as possible. It's great exercise. It's so much more affordable than actual golf.
Right.
And it's just so much fun to play. I mean, I can't get enough of it, and the people of Cleveland can't get enough. There are thousands of people that have already played it. I see the stats as the course ambassador. It is just full all the time.
Now, you got different discs do different things, right? Kind of
Absolutely.
walk me through that.
So when I play, I carry a bag. Some folks have roller carts. I carry 28 discs with me.
Wow.
And if you're familiar with Frisbee, you think, how different can a Frisbee be? Well, they really can. So you've got putters that are a little fatter. That's just to get you into that last couple feet into the basket. You hit the chains and it drops right in. But you need approach shots, so you have mid-range discs that'll go about 200 feet. And then you've got these high-speed drivers, which the pros can throw sometimes over 1,000 feet.
Oh my goodness!
I've maxed out just under 500 feet with my throws, and it takes some time to develop the skills. But it's so much fun, and that sound of the chains will keep you coming back every time.
Keep you coming again and again.
Yeah.
Again, Justin Spears is with us with Cleveland Disc Golf Club. We're talking about a family fun day and a disc golf tournament that is coming up at Fletcher Park on November the 18th. That's this Saturday.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we hope people will plan on being there this Saturday. And the fundraising event is for Montessori School of Cleveland's future location.
Yes. The Montessori School has been serving the community for 20 years, and they do an amazing job. My own daughter attended there from pre-K through 5th grade, which at the time was as high as they offered. Currently, they offer all the way up to 8th grade. 3 months old to 8th grade, they provide this amazing approach to education where it's more hands-on, that the child has more autonomy to choose the direction of their education. And my daughter was so well served. She, you know, kids, they hate going to school sometimes.
Sure.
My daughter, in the 6 years she was at Montessori, never balked once about going to school.
Wow.
Was excited every single morning to go and see her friends and to see her teacher, and it was just such a great place for her to learn. And I know there have just been thousands of kids and thousands of families that have been served well by the school. They have moved locations a couple of times, and their current lease is up in June, so they're looking for a new home, hopefully a permanent home. And Andy, who is also a disc golfer and a friend of mine, came to me and pitched this idea about a disc golf tournament fundraiser for the Montessori, and it was just a perfect kind of synergy of our two organizations because they are about education and the Cleveland Disc Golf Club is all about introducing new players to the game. And so we've hosted tournaments that have been for professional players. We hosted a Star Series finale it's a regional series of tournaments. Players from all over the area. We had 166 come and play at the course. But a primary focus is also introducing new people to the game. And so this tournament is not about those who are out there who are experts. It's about the new players. It's about the families that want to learn it. And the club will actually be out there to help introduce you to the game, to get discs in your hands, and to support this amazing cause so that this school can keep serving our community so well.
Yeah, the family fun activities begin at 10 a.m. Looks like there's going to be bounce houses, face painting, crafts, etc. Food trucks and refreshments are going to be there. Let's see here. It said a featured event sponsor is it Icon Bass Boats. They'll have a boat on display.
Yes.
Tickets are $5 to participate in the family fun activities. Of course, the Montessori School is, like you said, looking for a future location.
That's right.
And this is going to help in the endeavors with that and the continued great work that they're doing in our community. So we kind of tie the two together, why you're here and what we're talking about.
Right.
So we kind of put that in perspective for folks. So now we got to get people signing up, get them the details. How do we do that?
That's right. You can go to Montessori. Well, let me get the exact website there just so I'm giving you the right. MontessoriCleveland.org.
Okay.
You can go to their Facebook page. You can go to the Cleveland Disc Golf Facebook page. There's sign-up links all over that. There's two opportunities to play for the tournament because it's going to be a double nine-hole opportunity.
Gotcha.
So you can come and play with your child, 8 to 15, and so it's one adult and one minor that will play 9 holes together. It's $30 for your team, so $15 a player, and you get to play. Or 2 players over 16 can play the back 9 together, or you could do both. And we have tee times available from 9 a.m. until noon, but then the family fun activities also start at 10 a.m. That's the $5, and that $5 gets you access to everything you mentioned, but also a kids disc golf course that will be set up just so you can play just for the kids, a little short course.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways to play, and we really are looking for people who have never played this before, who might have an interest. This is a great way to learn. There'll be members of the club out there to teach you, to walk with you, to make sure you've got what you need to do. And then once you've done this, you can go play anytime for free out at the park. And we're starting a second course this month. Can't wait to come back and tell you about that.
So that's a little teaser. Justin giving us a little teaser. Justin Spears with us with Cleveland Disc Golf Club, talking about what they've got going on, plus this great fundraising effort that they're doing for the Montessori School of Cleveland. Again, you can go to MontessoriCleveland.org.
Yes.
To get signed up. As we mentioned, the 2 different groups that's going to be available. I guess you call it a pro-am for the kids and the adult, one child, one adult, like a pro-am type environment. And then 2 older people, 16 and over, for the back 9. So that's kind of what you got going on. And if you've never tried this sport before, it is a great introduction. There'll be tons of great people there. Don't forget about the family fun activities that begin at 10. Bounce houses, face painting, crafts, all kinds of fun things, food truck, refreshments. And then at Icon Bass, the Bass Boats will have a boat on display, and those tickets are $5 for all the family fun activities, $30 per team in the other. Now, what if I need disc? What if I'm ready to sign up today and I need some disc, but I don't have any?
Well, there are discs available when you sign up for the tournament.
Okay.
But we will also have discs out there available. We've got some beautiful discs with the Montessori logo on it. We will have discs with the Cleveland Disc Golf logo, with the Fletcher Park logo, and proceeds from all the disc sales actually go to the Montessori School.
There you go.
So you can just come out, even if you don't want to play, you can pick up some discs. You can support this amazing cause. We have lots of discs that we would love to just put in your hand for free as well. There's so many opportunities. We've got discs you can borrow, anything you need. We just want to get you playing because I guarantee once you start, you're not going to stop.
Yeah. And so you're telling me, there again, if people just tuning in on mixtv.tv and also here on the radio, if I want to go out and play the disc golf here at Fletcher Park,
that's right,
I can go for free
anytime.
Anytime.
Hole 1 is right by the pavilion. You can just go there. The UDisc app will guide you around using your GPS and show you a map of the whole thing. But there are whole signs out there. There'll be a big map getting installed soon. We had somebody donate, and we'll have a beautiful new sign. But yeah, it's free to play.
Wow.
This is what's so great about the sport. In addition, like your disc, your drivers is $10 to $20.
Right.
So you can get the ones that really work for you, and we would be happy to get the right discs in your hand and to get this thing really growing for the community.
Well, Justin, we appreciate you coming in. Cleveland Disc Golf Club. Tell us how to get more information about you.
You can go to clevelanddiscgolf.com. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cleveland Disc Golf. The club has grown on Facebook from 49 people in January to 830 today.
Wow.
And it just ticks up every day. We would love to get you involved. There are weekly events, there are tournaments, there are ways to learn, and we just want to get you out there playing, enjoying the beautiful park.
All right, again, if you want more information about this fundraising effort, MontessoriCleveland.org, MontessoriCleveland.org, as they continue to try to work on their fundraising efforts for their future location. Justin, great to have you in this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for the Mixed Morning Show on the radio and MixedTV.tv. We're going to continue on, of course, with the radio side of things. We'll get you back to the music here in just a few minutes, but we're going to get through a few more commercials here, then back to the music to get you started with your work day here on a Monday. Stay with us throughout the day. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
Broadcasting from the key.